Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So for today, I'm actually going to film a video that I actually filmed before, which was a makeup tutorial on what I do pretty much with my everyday makeup. Now, I don't actually wear makeup every single day. And just a quick notice for you guys, if you haven't heard something, it's just my dog Shadow here. He's kind of wants to be in the video, but kind of doesn't want to be. So before I go ahead and do anything, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't do all of that, and I have like practically zero experience with it besides obviously wearing it in high school and doing whatever. And if we all know from back in the early 2000s and all the way up until I graduated, not everybody knew what they were doing. So I am not a professional. This is just what I do every day. And I'll show you along the way of some of the different products that I use, and I'll show you the labels. That way, if you like them yourself, you can go ahead and get them. I'm actually in a transitional phase right now, so my skin is not probably the same shade, but we're gonna give it a shot and we're gonna try it out here. And then everything is pretty much affordable. I got most of it from a drugstore, so let's go ahead and get this started. So first things first, after you wash your hands, you wash your face, all that good stuff, is I obviously put on some BB cream. It's obviously in reverse because, camera facing and stuff like that. So I just put on BB cream and then I go ahead and I put it all over my face just because I want to make sure that my skin is protected throughout the day. And then what I actually do is I rub it down here, like through my chin area, so that way everything blends in really well. So next is I'm going to use a little bit of concealer to go ahead and cover up like a little bit of my spots. I have some right here that I cover up a little bit, and then my under eyes, because obviously I clearly don't know how to sleep and I practically live off of coffee. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cover them up, and then I'm going to use my handy dandy little sponge here, which I obviously need to clean after my last time that I tried to film this. You can see how that I like to do my makeup just a little bit. So this is what the brush looks like. So the brush is pretty simple. It's like a basic little brush that you use for your face, and you can go ahead and you can just put it underneath like this. And I do like a triangle. It's obviously not perfect because I am using my phone's camera. And then I'll just go over here and do a little bit over here. And I do the bridge of my nose. I bring it up and I do like that, and I do a little bit down here, a little excess. And then I'll just blend it in. I look like a little warrior right now. I'll go ahead and I'll blend it in, like I said, with my sponge. I bring it up over to my eyelids, so that way my eyelids get a little bit of coverage, because I don't know if you can tell like the difference between the two, but like I have a lot of veins right here, and then obviously covers it up over here really well. Plus it also helps like hold your mascara and, not your mascara, your eyeshadow really, really well when you go ahead and you do your eyeshadow. So that's pretty much it. That's like the little basic cover up that I do. It's not anything crazy and it's not perfect. Obviously, like I have some creases underneath my eyes. Like it's not perfect. I'm not perfect, so bear with me here. Next up is for full basic foundation. I use the Fit Me products by Maybelline because it seems to be like the only one that doesn't make me break out tremendously. My face is pretty sensitive lately, so I choose not to. I choose not to use a whole lot, and then I also choose to wear certain kinds. Like I stick with the basics because my face is so accustomed to them already. So then what I'll do is I'll just like dab, 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 dab. Little here, little there, little. And then whatever extra I actually have, I'll take down here and I'll blend it down here. You're probably thinking like, why do you put it on your chest, like on your neck area and everything? Because I don't want to be somebody who doesn't have blended makeup. It just bothers me. So I will literally go all the way down. So then afterwards, like this is pretty much the final touch for that one. The foundation's pretty basic. Like I don't ever really go too crazy with it. I don't really like to pound it on. I don't like feeling like there's something on my face, so I always like things a little bit more light than usual. Once that is all said and done, I'll go ahead and I'll do like a powder finish, only because the powder that I use, which is Bare Minerals, it holds on my foundation really, 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 really well. And most people only use this as their foundation, which is perfectly fine. I just like a little bit more coverage with mine, mostly because I break out a lot, as you can tell, and I kind of like to have things extra covered. So I only use like a little bit of it. I don't use a whole lot. One, because it's expensive, and two, because I don't, again, like to pound things on my face. So I like only take like a little bit, and that's all I really ever need. Because once you swirl it around and like tap out the extra, you really don't need a whole lot, and then you can just like go all over your face. Let me know what you guys think. Like, is it really worth like paying a whole lot of money for like a powder when you know you're just going to obviously layer stuff over top of it? Because I've been paying for this powder for a little while now, and I like it, but I've used other ones before. So I don't know if it's like worth paying a little bit extra for this, or if I should stick to the basics. So that's one powder, and as you can tell, like it does a really great job of covering it up. There we go, much better lighting. So as I was saying, like it does a really, really great job of covering up a bunch of stuff. The powder that I'm going to use next is pretty much basically just, it's almost used as like a translucent powder. It's clearly very, very, very white. It's called the Original Mineral Veil. And the lady, when I was buying this, she told me that you can just kind of put it over and it looks like a natural glow, which I already kind of have a glow to me, but I like to have a little bit more. So I usually just kind of put it around my face and then kind of let it do its own thing, because there's a lot with this and you don't want to use a whole lot. So I always have excess, and I usually just end up honestly putting a lot back in the container. So it is thunderstorming on right now, just like out of the blue. So I put it underneath my eyes too, because like most translucent powders, it like helps with your under eyes. So like you could clearly see that this side was covered and this side wasn't. I ended up putting it around my face only because I kind of really just didn't feel like wasting all the powder that was in there. But this is pretty much it without like my eyebrows or even my mascara done, which is kind of really amazing because like I used to be so self-conscious of my skin. But between using like BioClarity, which I will talk about in my next video, which is going to be like my July, August favorites, my skin has cleared up so much. So next up is one thing I still am not a master at, so bear with me here. If I'm doing this entirely wrong, I am so sorry to the beauty industry, but we gotta work with what we have, right? Can we for a minute appreciate thick brows? Because I don't ever want to go back to thin brows ever again. And before you tell me, I know I need my eyebrows done. So I'm using the Precisely My Brow Pencil, which to be honest with you, I was really shocked because the girl matched me up at Ulta and she was like, oh yeah, get this one. And it looked like it was black. I'm like, my eyebrows are not black at all. They're like a dark brown. It obviously doesn't look like a dark brown in this video whatsoever, but they're not black. But it comes out pretty decently, I gotta say, and it matches really well. So now I'll just take this and I'll blend it on in. Now that my eyebrows are done, I'm gonna move on to the last stage, which is my mascara. Which this is gonna be fun to do on camera because I always make the weirdest faces. Like there's clearly a thunderstorm going on outside right now, and I'm just kind of sitting here just doing a makeup video. So I don't know if you can tell, but does a great job of kind of just more of a natural look. Once the tops are done, I'll go ahead and I'll move to my bottom lashes. There are random people that just walk past my house and are completely looking at it for no apparent reason. That's cool. So once my mascara is done, like that's pretty much it. Like I don't really do anything else. Like I don't like to do anything else with my makeup only because like I don't like going too drastic with mine. And I pretty much feel like, you know, makeup should kind of look natural, like if you're not going out and about crazy places. And most often than not, when I do something like this, I'm just going to work anyway. So I don't want to do too crazy kind of a style where if I was going out, whereas if I was going out, like I would obviously like probably do a little bit more, like I would do, you know, eyeliner and eyeshadow and stuff like that. But typically with something like this, I don't like to go a whole crazy kind of look with it, but this is it. This is pretty much it, and I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. If you want to know everything that I've used, again, it's pretty much basically just Maybelline, Bare Minerals, and CoverGirl, and then obviously like my brow pencil, pretty much what I use. I don't really use anything else. I don't use any other brands. So if you want to see more videos like this, and if you want to see other videos on how I do other kind of makeups, just let me know. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!